Well, about 3 years ago, I purchased a subscription to this magazine, The Economist. That was back at the old house that we were renting with little Zachy Riffraff next to us. And I remember still the 2018 or 1988 Economist magazine cover about, get ready for a new digital currency, looked like it was a Bitcoin kind of a thing. Remember that? We've showed that thing a million times. It was at that point where I said, I think I want to subscribe to this magazine, see what they have to say. So I think they had a nice, at the time discount of, if you do it for 3 years, it's, cheaper, blah, blah, blah. So I said, what the hell? So I did it. And now that I've been in this house 2 years, the other house about a year, we're coming up on that 3 year time. And I'm getting the emails, hey, April, your subscription stops. Click here to renew. I don't know that I'm going to renew. All the magazines in between, it's always the New Year cover. That's the one we all want to look at. The world and such, the world in 2018, the world in 2019. And this one, this is not that, the 2020 cover. We've already seen that one. This one is February 29th to March 6th, 2020. And I'll just cover my little address down here. American Nightmare. Could it come to this? Bernie Sanders and Trump. And you got Uncle Sam. I guess that's the American citizen sleeping in his bed with his pillows over his head. He's scared to death. Leave me alone, neither of you. I don't like either of you. Of course, at the top, COVID, whatever, goes global. Sun disease goes global. Meet the EU's trade bruiser. Working 9 to 5 and digital twin of the heart. Digital twin of the heart. Turn around bright eyes. Digital twin of the heart. What is that? I never did look at that one. On the cover, Bernie Sanders would be a terrible Democratic nominee. Leader, page 7. What does his political revolution hope to accomplish? Page 17. A recipe for a populist takeover. Lexington, page 24. Digital twin. Virtual copies of patients' hearts could help doctors diagnose and treat cardiac disease. Page 62. Thought maybe it was something with crypto related. And even on page 13 about sun disease. Flattening the curve. I haven't checked this out. I just noticed the front cover and thought, all this talk, Joe Biden. I had a few people, Joe, your mom's still thinking Biden's going to step out? He's kind of got looks like he's got the de facto nomination now all of a sudden. The three bozos drop out the last second and hand all the, Super Tuesday delegates to creepy Joe Biden. If that's not a fraud, if you're a Democrat and you're watching this, they're setting you up. They set you up from the beginning to fail. All three of them. I'll step down. So, Joe Biden, that's the guy? Doesn't know where he's at. Doesn't know what office he's running for. Jiminy Christmas. Page 13. Flattening the curve. Oh, and they've got the guy in there with the fog machine in his hand. Of course, it happens to be green, so my green screen is trying to key that out, as you can see. How the world can deal with a pandemic. In the early scenes of Michelangelo Antonioni's The Eclipse, eerily empty Italian streets provide a stark contrast to the frenzy of the stock market floor. This week saw that striking juxtaposition played out for real. Under a sky of unbroken light gray cloud, isolated figures hurried through the spaces between Milan's towering office blocks and across its broad traffic-free avenues. Meanwhile, inside a frantic Borsa Italiana, share prices were collapsing. Trying to get to the punchline. Is this... Oh, Iran. Got it. Hey, Iran. Got to show that one. By the way, the guy, the health minister, and I'm guessing it was the guy we saw on TV doing the old that maneuver. I think it's him. has died. He got it and died. Oh my gosh! It only goes after deep. It only goes after deep state leftist, stooges apparently, and the occasional 80-year-old. Talks about the reproductive rate. Better health care reduces the fatality rate. Better public health interventions reduce the total rate of infections. Epidemiologists start their curve-producing models off with a basic reproductive rate. This is the rate at which the cases lead to new cases. Back to school. Is it possible that huge efforts made in China have reduced this this rate, nearly this far? Do I really believe anything out of this magazine that's not propaganda? I mean, to date, the only thing that they've ever really given us was the 1988 cover. We still have the arrows, the 3.11 and the 3.5. Remember that? The last year's cover? And people, I thought it deciphered that as meaning November 3rd and November 5th. But now people are saying, no, reverse them. It's the opposite. It's March 11th and whatever the other number was. You have the two arrows, 5th and the 11th or whatever the hell it was. Whatever. Today's the 5th. I'm doing this video on the 5th. And I don't have there's nothing new that happened today that I'm aware of. Anyways, the main point of this video was simply the Economist is telling you who the two people are that are going to run for the presidency. Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump, according to the Economist cover. Again, is it shill medicine? Is it fake news? Guess we're going to find out. And I will go this far. Imagine if old Sleepy Joe Biden gets the nomination. Like, done. He's the guy. No questioning it. It's him. And then something happens, as my mom said, with a family member or illness, and he's got to drop out. He's got to drop out. And all of a sudden, well, who are we going to go with? Everyone's gone. Panic in the Democratic National Committee. My mom is not saying anything different. She is not saying, well, yeah, Super Tuesday happened and nothing of the sort. She says Joe Biden will be stepping down, canceling his campaign. He'll be throwing in the towel. And I remember reading some Twitter posts of people who were big Elizabeth Warren fans. And there were several comments and replies after that to the original poster on Twitter, the original post, original tweet. And it's a bunch of women, by chance, just you'll see where this is going in a second. I didn't make this up. That's how it was. Our first woman, darn it. One of these days we're going to get a woman in there. And there's people out there who don't care about anybody, what the person is, their background, are they a freaking dictator, are they a communist? Nope. Is she a woman? Yep, that's who I want. Dang it, we lost that chance again. And I'm sitting here reading these comments, and that was one of them. And then there's some other people who replied to her too. And of course, then the trolls had to come in and troll up everybody, which the good trolls. Trump 2020, still your president 2020, all that stuff. But I'm sitting here saying to myself, I almost posted it to these people. I'm like, do I want to do this? Do I want to reply and then have idiots replying back to me? Oh, it's not that. No, it's not that. You all got played. You've been played. Yes, you have. You were played. They showed you right before Super Tuesday. Stepping down, stepping down, stepping down. Oh, all of our delegates go to Joe Biden. Sorry, Bernie. Sorry about that, Bernie. You're out. Was it Pete? Pistol Pete had a little, hey, shaking hands, puts a little note thing, little envelope in it. What? Pistol Pete. Why is my green screen a little funky on that right side? Funky. Funky green screen. This should show everybody how the game is played. I'm running for office, vote for me, women's rights, gay rights, more for education, more for illegals. Money comes trickling in. Campaign contributions, right? For my campaign, I'm running for the presidency. It's my campaign. Thank you. And notice Elizabeth Warren and Pete, all these people who just stepped down, you didn't really see many ads on TV for them. You know, Bloomberg had more ads on TV. He came in, went out in a blaze of glory, and is gone. Spent $700 million supposedly. All these ads. I saw them on my own TV here, even with Sling TV, internet TV now. The commercials, oh, Bloomberg, he helped take down dirty coal. And he helped take down himself because he just threw away $700 million. And again, when I hear a number like that, and I see the people suffering, again, I'm really attached to Indians, Native Americans. The kind of help that could have been done, given to the Native American community with $700 million. And here I am breaking my back, my buddies, trying to dig into a mountain to find us the good stuff. And I still haven't found anything yet. But maybe one day we'll get lucky. And he just threw it away like it was nothing. He didn't stand a chance in hell. He just did it anyways. He's gone. All of them are gone. Joe Biden's still standing. He got all the delegates. Those people folded so fast. They get to keep the remaining balance of whatever's in their little fund for their campaign. They got out so fast, it'd make your head spin, didn't it? So they're all going to walk away probably with a few $1 million each, at least, of campaign contributions. They're not, and none of them said, listen, if I don't make it, the remaining balance, of course I got to pay my staff and everything, but, the remaining balance a candidate would normally receive after throwing in the towel, I'm going to give that to the such and such, the Battered Women's Fund, or the Jason for Indian Native American Heritage Fund, or this fund, or the Children Save the Children Fund, or whatever, foster care system. Nope. That's my money. I worked hard for that. It's my money, and I need it now. 877 cash. No. You got to have those three bozos on there. And the J.G. Wentworth, with Elizabeth Warren leading the way. 877 cash now, and then fake drinking a beer. She doesn't even know how to drink a beer. Here's her. You know what? Hold on a second. I think I'm going to go get a beer. Hang on a second. My 2-month-old baby drinks that bottle better than you drink that beer. Now step in my office, because you're fired.